I've been all in my phone, I got options. And I don't wanna tell you to drop it, but I don't wanna play your fair. Yeah, something that makes me look at you too often. Baby, you can give it something.
Hey nail family, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. Your girl is back with another video. Your girl is back again. Should that be my new intro or what? Anyway, your girl is back with another video. And in this video, I'm going to show you all how I created this press-on set, this acrylic press-on set. I know, finally a press-on video. This video is literally so long overdue, but we're here now. So yes, I'm going to be creating a acrylic press-on set for Kanisha, and she pretty much put this whole look together how she wanted it to look, nail by nail, and it came out so gorgeous. And I actually did this set first. This was a set that inspired me to do the set I uploaded on my channel recently, a couple weeks ago. With the moss nail look, super cute. So yes, this video is old, hence the old matte in the background. But anyway, I'm gonna be using this Mia Secrets Cover Pink acrylic for this set. I'm using my Nail House Kolinsky brush as always, in a size 16 in their monomer. And as you all can see, I've already had my tips prepared, prepped and everything. And pretty much the tips, I have a regular full cover square tip at the base of the nails, and I cut those down a little bit short, and then I added a long duck nail tip at the end of it, if you all can kind of tell that, because I don't have like full cover super long duck nail tips like this. I had to, improvise. So we have all the tips prepared, and as you all can see now, I'm going in with the application. So for the entirety of this set, the base of them all will be this acrylic again, which is Mia Secrets Cover Pink acrylic, and we're going to be doing all of the designs on top. Also, I want to mention that beside from etching up the tip to stick them and glue them together, as well as doing the curve at the tips, I did not file these nails pretty much at all. Not pretty much, but at all. All the filing will be after application. So this is natural curve, in its natural shape right now, how it's looking, and I absolutely love the shape of it. I used to really not like curved nails at all, but I like a slight little curve. It's kind of cute with duck nails only, for real. Well, I won't say only, but duck nails curved is really cute. And these duck nails are going to be pretty much tapered. Her nail bits are super small, so these sizes are a little bit small, a little bit smaller. But we're going for a tapered duck nail, and also, or duck nail shape. And also, I like to always, because some people it may be hard. I remember in the beginning trying to figure out shaping of duck nails and everything. Pretty much I recommend that I always recommend, or I try myself to do my application whenever I'm doing duck nails as smooth as possible, so that when I get ready to file, I don't really have to mess with the natural shape of the curve that's underneath the nails, if that makes sense. I pretty much just focus on my curve at the free edge, as well as the shape going up towards the cuticle area and the sides up there. You all are gonna see how I vary how meticulous I am when I file these nails. You all are going to see how I do it, because with duck nails you don't want to file your flare away, the flare at the bottom of the duck nails, how it flares out, because then it's no longer a duck nail. It won't have the flare, if that makes sense. And also you want to make sure that you are again cleaning up those sides underneath, with the application, with the brush and things, and just trying to keep it as clean as possible. And then you also, once you begin to file, you don't want to file that natural curve away. I pretty much don't really file it too much at all, unless it's absolutely necessary and it's I'm touching up certain areas. But y'all will see how I pretty much go in and deal with the filing of duck nails, because it's very particular. It's different than the way I file regular nails. Also, because a lot of people ask this and wonder about application on press-ons. So pretty much I do the application of press-ons pretty much the exact same I would a regular set. The only difference that I do is when I'm applying the application or the acrylic to the cuticle area, I don't, well, that's with actually regular nails as well. You don't want to apply too much acrylic at the cuticle area. Like, you want that to be thin. And I don't know if you all noticed on the last nail, whenever I get up to the cuticle area, I apply a little bit of acrylic, and then I take my brush and I swipe it like upward, like the opposite way. Like, if that makes sense, like I swipe it upward so that it can taper and thin out where that cuticle area is. Because if you apply too much acrylic at the cuticle area, like quote unquote cuticle area on a press on nail, because of course it's not a cuticle if it's not, you know, a person, but you know, the cuticle area where the nail is going to lie on the nail bed at the cuticle, that area, you do not want to apply too much acrylic, because what you will find that a lot of people have a problem with, a ton of people, the number one problem is like shrinking with their press-ons. Once their client gets them or whatever, like they no longer fit because they're too tight, and that's where the quote unquote like shrinking comes from. I talk about it a little bit more in detail on one of my videos that I have, like a video dedicated to how to not get your press-ons to shrink, which is linked in the description below. You all will see that video down there. But pretty much is the way you file nails, as well as the number one important thing is how you apply the acrylic. You do not want it too thickly at the cuticle area, and you don't really want to apply it too thick to the, like, anywhere near that area really at all, because that is where essentially the nail is going to apply to the person's nail bed and the cuticle area. And if you apply too much acrylic, it will begin to like get tight and like, you know, shrink. And my thoughts on that was that sometimes when you apply too much acrylic, you don't know because you can't feel it, but it will, well, sometimes it may happen to you if you apply it on your nail bed, but it will begin to heat up if you apply too much acrylic. And my thoughts is that maybe somehow the heat from applying too much acrylic makes the like plastic of the nail tip kind of like shrink, and I think that's what happens when you all are getting shrinking. So just make sure that you are not applying too much acrylic to that cuticle area on the press on, as well as if you would like to use my method to kind of like swipe the acrylic upward, like apply it thinly, swipe it upward towards the cuticle, you all are going to see here. But I'm not going to ramble anymore on. I'm going to let you all enjoy a bit of the application, and I'll pop back in a bit. Alrighty, y'all, so this is how we're looking with the application complete. I'm absolutely loving it. This application was just like perfect, and I just love it. Also, I don't know if you all noticed, like before I applied the application or the acrylic to the nail, like for the first time when it was just like clear nail, I did add like some monomer. I swiped some monomer on the nail, and that just helps the acrylic kind of like glide down without getting like, I won't say stuck, but like drying too fast. That makes sense initially. That's why I apply the monomer to the nail the first time. But Anyway, so we have moved on now to shaping and filing. Y'all, these nails took me quite some time. These look super long, but they're not really that long. It's just because, like I said, her nail beds are smaller, so they're a little bit like slimmer and they appear longer than they are, but they're like extra long length. But anyway, we're moving to shaping and filing now, and as you all can see, when I am filing my press-ons, especially when I am focusing on that cuticle area, I flip it the other way, and not only do I, when I'm doing application, I taper it as well, but when I do shaping and filing, I take my file and I file it at a downward angle at the cuticle area and thin it and tapering that out, the acrylic out even more, if that makes sense. Of course, you want to not file it too harshly where you're taking all the acrylic away or having like patches, but you definitely want to taper that out even more, so to further ensure that that area is flush and pretty thin, because you don't want that area thick at all again. Also, as you all just saw me do there, I pretty much barely shaped underneath the nail. You definitely want to, whenever you're doing press-ons in general, you want to make sure that you are shaping or filing underneath that nail as well, and taking off any like acrylic that may have like got on the sides or anything like that, or just, you know, just to shape it up. And also, because we're doing duck nails, which I do, like I told you all, like I mentioned to you all anyway, I do differently when I'm shaping in application. You're gonna see that I focus the file only on the top of the nail, like the top half of the nail, not like down where the flare is, because I pretty much don't want to like shape away that flare, if that is making sense to you all. So that is why when I'm doing application, I'm very particular about making sure that it's all like smooth and good, so that I don't have to do too much shaping anyway, like in the first place, if that's making sense to you all. And I am going to take my e-file and of course file the free edge of the nails, and I will, like on some parts on the sides where the curves is, to like kind of clean it up a little bit underneath, but I'm pretty much not going to be messing with the underneath of the curve on these nails at all. As you can see, I'm kind of like barely shaping the nails, but I wouldn't be able to do that, like get away with not doing too much shaping if I didn't have like the application pretty smooth from the beginning. Also, I'm going to go ahead and buff each nail as I go along, so I don't have to come back and do all of that. And I'm pretty much going to let you all go ahead and watch, you know, a bit of this, and then I'll pop back in later. By the way, because I'm showing this right now, I do use these like press-on tabs to stick, and that's I know somebody might ask that, and that's you know, something good to share, because I remember when I was a beginner, I used to use like that blue putty to stick on these, like the press-ons, and that stuff is so annoying. Like, it's so stringy and like sticky, and the press-on will fall off if you're shaping. I don't file with the press-on on the stand anyway. I just like it better taking it off like I do here and just filing it, because I file pretty hard and I'll be really getting into it when I'm filing. But anyway, the press-on nail tabs make the press-on stick so well where you're able to, like, it will not budge at all, y'all. Like, if you keep it on the stand and file, like, it will not budge. It is very, very, very strong. So I highly recommend getting rid of any putty that you use, or mounting tabs, whatever you want to call it, the blue stuff, the white stuff, whatever you use, and go ahead and try these press-on tabs, because it sticks so good. Here I was showing you all how my press-ons literally look like a real set, and it is so flush to the cuticle. That is how you want it to look. Like, that's how press-ons should look. So flush to the nail. Nobody would ever tell that it's press-ons. Like, and if you all don't know, yes, I sell press-ons. For y'all who are living under a rock, I definitely do sell press-ons, and I try to explain to people all the time how my press-ons literally look like a full acrylic set. You will not be able to tell, and they will last so long because they are acrylic and they're super sturdy. And as you all can see there, like, it's literally, you can't tell me if I put these on my nails it's not a full set and it's press-ons, because they don't look like it. The way that I do mine, the way that I apply the acrylic, and the way that I file them, how they're so flush to the cuticle, that's a real set, okay? But anyway, also I want to mention, because I get the question as well, the information to, if any of you are interested in purchasing a custom press-on set by me. I do custom press-ons. I only do custom press-ons only, like I don't have any on hand. They are They all are made to order exactly how you want them to look, and I literally do any design, like any design that you want. From if it's anything you see on my page, nails that you liked and you want to get, like I literally can make any set into a press-on set with acrylic. I use acrylic only. Now I do offer gel to people who don't like acrylic or whatever, but I do my specialty is acrylic press-ons, y'all. Sorry, sometimes I can't talk. But yes, the info's in the description below. I have a Instagram page with my press-ons. It is Pressed by Portia, and I actually am having a 25% off prom sale right now, and it's not only exclusive to students. It's the 25% off is for everyone, and that's going until April, I want to say 26 is going, the 25% off sale. But yes, anybody ever interested in acquiring a custom acrylic press-on set by me, you can message me on my Instagram page at Pressed by Portia, and I have a whole lot of like informational highlights you all can check out if you have questions and like frequently asked questions and things. And if you don't have Instagram, you can always email me as well at PRESSEDBYPORCHE@gmail.com, or my other one, Porchenailedit@gmail.com, as well. But I just wanted to put that out there because I don't take actual clients for people. It's something I came up with like a few years ago, making press-ons so that people all over the world can get some nails by me, and they're acrylic. So like as you all can see here, and as I said, they look just like a regular acrylic set. You can take them off and reapply them as many times as you want to, and keep them however long you want to. But enough of that. Now I have moved on to using my e-file like I was telling you all, so that I can file the free edge with my moon shape. And this is pretty much how I do it. I do initially go in like with the tip bare when it's like clear with no acrylic, and I kind of like prep it for like the moon shape and kind of do it slightly, but then I go in after my acrylic, after I apply the acrylic, and just clean it up exactly how I want it to look. And I'm just cleaning up on some of the sides of the nails where I want to, but I'm pretty much leaving that curve the way that it is and everything. So let y'all go ahead and watch this part, and I'll pop back in later. As you all can see, I'm very thorough when I'm doing my acrylic press-ons. I'm pretty thorough with everything, not to really toot my own horn, that sounds kind of cocky, but that I do. I'm one who believes that, how you do one thing is how you do everything, and I can't help it, it's a very one me. I'm just very thorough, y'all, but right now, as y'all can see, I just want to make sure that these edges ain't too sharp for my girl Kanisha, because with nails that you do the moon shape on, especially like the curve at the tip, especially duck nails, they can get very, very like sharp because too, I like to have my shape real crisp and things, and they can, if you're not careful, the edges can get really sharp. So I'm just making sure, going in and making sure they ain't too sharp. I'm not like rounding them, but I'm just kind of like filing them just a bit so that they aren't too sharp. And my girl ain't cutting herself. I remember the first couple times I did duck nails, y'all, I literally like sliced myself because the edges were so sharp. So just making sure of that. Then I'm gonna go ahead and dust all the nails off, clean them with alcohol and all that good stuff, and we're gonna move into this good old nail art. Okay, y'all, my favorite part. Alright, so I'm just showing you all that right here I clocked 35 minutes of filing these nails, which it sounds kind of long, but that's really good for me, considering, like, y'all, it takes me forever to file, and then like 10 nails. Like, normally I'm used to shaping like my little five nails that I be doing for y'all for videos and popping them off, and that'd be taking me like 30 minutes. Well, no, that's kind of not true. It'd be taking me like 20 minutes maximum, for real. But with these 10 nails and their duck nails and things, and I'm just proud it only took 35 minutes. That's pretty quick for me. I be dreading shaping as well, y'all. Like, that's my like least favorite part, so I'm just proud. But anyway, right here I'm showing you all the thing that I use to kind of like measure the length of my nails. I have a whole like size like length chart on my press on page, but that's how I make sure I pretty much get the lengths the way like they're supposed to be, is with that pre-made tip right there, where I just have it like marked and labeled each size from short all the way up to like 4, I don't know if it was 4 or 5 XL, but anyway, those tips are pretty long. Those are like super long tips that I got from GN, like full cover tips. But anyway, so y'all, we are moving into the nail art now. We'll get into the shape of these nails though. Like, the shape of these nails are literally every freaking thing, and I just had to recreate these on myself, which I did, but I posted that video first, but now we're here at this video. But anyway, so I'm gonna be using these gels over here, those being Valentino's white gel number 45, this silver holographic glitter gel that I got from Amazon from the brand name F. Sandus, that pink bottle. I'm also going to be using a few different colors for the green. As you all can see, that was the artificial moss I'm going to be using that I got from Amazon, and I will have that linked for you all as well. But that moss is kind of like different shades of green. It's not like all one color, and I was trying my best to like kind of match the green for the base of the nails to match the moss. And I used 3 different greens to match that I feel like it had like undertones of, and it was gonna be Madame Glam's lime green, Nail House's Olivia, and Jungle, because they didn't match, none of them matched perfectly. I just kind of mixed all of 3 because I thought kind of would match. So that's what I did. Well, that's what am gonna do on the palette, mix them all together. But now I'm gonna go in at the base of all of the nails and just begin the French tips on them all, so that we can go from there with the designs. I'm gonna be using my Nail House's liner brush 25mm. That is like my infamous brush that I always like literally use like every single video and every time, because I'm always doing a French, y'all. I can't live without Frenches. Like, I have to do at least 1 French on every set that I do. Like, I have to. But yes, their 25mm brush, it's my absolute favorite. Highly recommended. And by the way, I don't think I mentioned that in this video at all, but if anybody is interested in shopping Nail House, the link to like the brush that I use, the liner brushes I use, the gels that I use, the acrylics and things, the link to their site is in the description below, and you all can use my code if you all want to, Portia, for savings. Also, before I go and let you all finish watching me apply these French tips, I just wanted to mention that I do have a new upload. If you haven't seen that video, the video previous to this one, the first video I've uploaded in a couple weeks because I've been MIA because I haven't been feeling well, but I did upload a video of like a little unicorn set. It was super cute, and that video is previous to this one. You all can check it out if you all are interested. at this point in the video, I believe it was the next day, because I had to go somewhere and I didn't want to leave the nails untop coated so that nothing would happen. So I top coated the ones that I already done, except for this pinky hair. While I was doing the pinky, when I was curing it, the lamp had died, and like it died midway through like curing the nail. And as you can see, it had wrinkled up because it was not cured all the way. So I had to go ahead and remove that entire French, and I was so hurt because that French was perfect. Like, I cannot tell you how hurt I was that lamp died in the middle of it curing. But went ahead and removed it and, you know, applied it again, and I top coated, and then I'm just gonna you know, keep on with the remaining white Frenches, or all of the Frenches really, and then we're gonna move on to all of the designs we're gonna be doing on top of it. I also want to talk about that briefly because I know a lot of people, especially as beginners, I know when I was a beginner I didn't know, don't know, is that whenever you are applying gel, or you're, you know, using gel and it wrinkles or like bubble up, it's because of one or a couple of many reasons. As you all can see, the reason that mine did that is because it wasn't cured all the way, and that could be the case for a lot of people, like it not curing all the way, especially with black and white gels. With black and white gels, I always cure double the amount that I would normally, so I do 2 minutes curing instead of 1 minute 60 seconds, because white and black are like highly pigmented. It's kind of harder than like regular colors for the LED light to penetrate through the gel because it's so pigmented. You definitely want to give those of like a second cure so that it can be cured all of the way. Also, another reason why you can be getting like wrinkling or bubbling in your gel is because it could be that you're applying it too thickly. That's one of the main reasons why as well, is that you're applying it too thickly to the nail. Like, you want to apply in thin layers and like curing each layer in between for 60 seconds each, and just, you know, apply in thin layers. Because I use pretty much very highly pigmented gels, I don't have to apply more than one layer. I just get away, as you all can see with here, I just did one coat, but you definitely want to do thin layers only and curing each layer in between for 60 seconds. Unless you are working with white or black, you want to cure that for 120 seconds, 2 minutes, opposed to double cure it basically. Also, another reason could be your lamp could be bad, like your light, or like your light wattage can be like too low for curing your gel, and or the last thing would be that there's something underneath the nail, whether it's like oils or debris, dust, something like that, that's stopping the gel from like curing all the way, and it will begin, you'll see it start to separate, if that makes sense, or the nail isn't like edged up enough, like it's way too smooth. So those are about 4 or 5 reasons why you will get wrinkling in your gel, wrinkling or bubbling, and it will definitely begin to peel if you're doing a client or whatever. Like, it will begin to peel if you leave that gel wrinkled up. You definitely don't want to leave it wrinkled at all whatsoever. So I pretty much have all of the white French tips done. Now we're gonna move on to the green French tips, and like I told you all, I went ahead and mixed these 3 gels here. I actually used Madame Glam's Lime Green, Nail House's Olivia, and Lime Wire. I can't remember which greens I showed you all in the beginning and which ones I may have switched out or added, but those are the 3 that I'm using currently right now that I ended up going with. And it's not the exact green, like them all mixed, not the exact green of the moss, but I like it because, like I said, the moss is like 3 different shades of green. It's not all one solid color, and I like that it is like pretty much like dimensional, and it's not matching like exactly, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm gonna begin the green French tips, and we're gonna move on into all of the designs on top, like adding the moss and the bling and the flowers and the butterflies and all that cute stuff. Yeah. This is how we are looking so far, and I'm absolutely loving it already. Just plain, like, this shape is everything. These Frenches are everything. Like, I just love, love, love. And I know this video is a little bit longer than usual, but these took me like a long time to do. I think it was like over 6 hours, like a little bit over 6 hours to do, because they're like, you know, super detailed and like they're long, but I loved every step, for real. Like, I love doing these nails so much. They're just giving me life, the shape, and just everything. And then also, you all say you don't like, I mean, you don't mind longer videos as well as you want them, and then you've been asking for press-on videos, so I try to include keep every little step in the video. So you know, while it's like sped up at the same time and like kind of cut, you know, at some steps. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and buff out the nails that will have the moss on them, or the French tips that will have the moss on them, as well as the bling, whenever I'm doing like applying any type of, you know, anything over gel like French, or like gel French like bling, or like the moss, for example. You definitely want to edge that up and buff it out and make sure it's not like super smooth, so that, you know, whoever is wearing them, like, they last, they don't like come off, pop off, or anything, so they can, you know, like, last and be sturdy. So you definitely want to edge that up. And right now I'm going ahead and I am grabbing all of her like little flowers and butterflies and different charms and things that will be on her nails. I'm gonna include photos on the screen of like pretty much how she wanted her set to be set up. Like, she literally said how she wanted each nail to be, and I know that's right. So clearly she wanted like the middle finger to be the moss nail, the ring fingernail to be the bling one, and the rest to be white Frenches. And those were like her inspos, and I pretty much just, you know, did my thing, and I guess Porscheified it, I don't know. But yeah, so grabbing all of her little charms, she wanted like these really cute sunflowers on her thumbnail as well. These huge sunflowers, but they are really cute still. I'm gonna go ahead and begin breaking up and prepping the moss so that I can apply it to the nail, and I'm gonna be applying everything using Mama Cart rhinestone glue. So with the moss nails, I don't really think there's no right or wrong way to do this. Like, pretty much I applied all of the rhinestone glue to the entire nail. I broke up the moss as you all saw there, and I'm gonna just take my tweezers and apply it all randomly to the nail. The way I did it as well, because regardless of what I'm doing on the nail, like when I'm adding something to it, whether it's like charms, bling, crystals, whatever, you all know that I don't like to, well, some of y'all know I don't like to like apply it like straight to the sides. Like, I like to keep everything on top of the nails, keep the shape. Like, I have to have my shape like pretty much how the shape is, instead of like adding things and adding it to the side and bulking it up the nail and losing the shape of the nail. So you all are gonna see that that I'm applying the moss like just on top of the nails and not on the sides. And then I'm also going to take my scissors afterward, like after I apply it all, cure it, and kind of like trim it up, because like I don't want it like wild looking, and I want to keep the shape of my nail. So that's just how I did this. You can do yours like however way. I don't think there's any, it's, you know, your preference. Like, it's how you want it, but that's just how I did it to keep my shape of the nail and make it, you know, like nice and clean. Sorta, you know, because it's moss, it's not gonna be like, it's kind of wild, but I mean like the sides, y'all. I'm just saying I just take my scissors and trim the sides so that I can still keep, you know, my shape and things. So yeah, and just don't be alarmed by the way it looks before, like when you're applying it, or like hear how I'm applying it, because like I said, I am going to take my scissors and go in and trim it up really nicely. So yeah, and I'm going to try pretty much watch, and I'll pop back in a bit. So as you all saw a moment ago there, like I was saying, I went ahead and took my scissors and I trimmed up the moss. I trimmed the sides mainly, and then kind of like the top a little bit for anything that's sticking out. And I go ahead also after doing that and taking my hand and kind of like fluffing up the moss a little bit to where you know, it still has like some body and it's not just like flat, as well as pulling to make sure, you know, any of the moss that wasn't totally cured down or glued down would, you know, come up. Like just really roughing my hand along the moss and making sure. And then now I'm going to go ahead and fill it in, you know, using, you know, add like my little flowers and butterflies and things like that into the nail. And I really wanted to apply pearls, so I got the idea to do that. I thought it was really cute and would give like spring as well. Like these are just literally perfect for spring as well, and I just absolutely love these nails, and I had to do it, which you all saw, or some of you all saw my recreation of these nails, because I did these first, but I posted the video first on doing it on myself. But y'all know what I'm talking about, that video. Stunning, both sets. Love the whole like moss thing and this whole like look. Love it. Another thing I want to mention is that, if you all can see here, is that once I moved up like towards the cuticle area, where on the fringe tip where like, you know, it got smaller and smaller on the sides, I just added like tiny pieces of moss. Like I didn't want to add and overbulk that part at all too much. Y'all, I just need to keep my shape, and I need to, like, you know, it's like still pretty much see the fringe. You know, I don't want to like overdo with the moss and make the whole, you know, like thing like overwhelming with moss. And then when you're doing this look as well, um I found that, you know, you don't have to like overdo the nail with moss and like fill it in completely to where it's like super full, because you will be adding like the things on top of it, and you don't want to over bulk it, if that makes sense. So yeah, these are how the two nails turned out, y'all. They're absolutely gorgeous. I love them so freaking much. The pearl idea was just genius, and I just love them. Now I'm going to move on to blinging out the ring fingernails with some crystals and some flowers as well. No butterflies though, just bling and flowers, or crystals and flowers. And I'm gonna start first with applying the flowers so that then I can just go in and fill in all of the crystals. And same like I told you all with anything, when I'm adding anything to Frenches or the nails period, I do not like to add anything to the sides because I do not like to lose my shape. I like it to still be snatched, you know, a snatched shape, and you don't want to overbulk the nails. So I don't apply anything to the sides, and you all see that. Like I do the sides, but I don't do like the total side, if that makes sense, like all the way down. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Complete these two Bling nails or Bling Frenches, top coat them, and then add the couple flowers on the thumbnails. And y'all, that will be all she wrote for this set. I hope you all are enjoying it so far. If you are, and if you made it this far into the video, comment the bouquet of flower emojis in the comment section below if you have made it this far into the video. Alrighty, y'all, that is how our bling French is looking. Look how freaking pretty that is. Like, that is just so freaking pretty. Like, I love it. Love, love, love it. And I did the second one off camera because I recorded like a little reel for it that I'm gonna post probably to my Instagram, which reminded me that I didn't post that still. But yeah, it's just the same as the other one. It's not exactly identical, but just the same thing, little bling French. And like, I love, love, love this look. Like, imagine this look as a full set. That would just be like so stunning. But I'm gonna go ahead and top coat the remaining nails and go ahead and apply her sunflowers to her thumbnail, and that will be it, y'all. Make sure as well y'all are not forgetting to top coat the very sides of the nails and like the free edge and things. I know it has gel, but you want to make sure that gel is still top coated. Even though it's a small little area, you still want to make sure it's top coated and secured because you don't want it to like you know, peel or anything like that or ruin. So make sure you are top coating those sides and little crevices. Alright, I personally absolutely love, and will absolutely rock these nails just like this. But the sunflowers on the thumb was really cute as well, and it's what she wanted. So we're gonna go ahead and add her little sunflowers. These sunflowers I got, like the huge ones, I got from I believe AliExpress, and I don't know why it was only like a couple of certain sizes. It was really weird, so I couldn't like use the exact same ones, like this big yellow sunflower and then a white one. Like I had to like switch it because I only had a larger white one, a smaller sunflower for the other thumbnail. It's really weird. I try to go back to my AliExpress orders to find these sunflowers again because I want to order some more just in case, because I have people inquiring for this set as a press one to order, so I want to make sure that I have some. That's just really weird though. They come with like only one of the big sizes of those colors. But anyway, I'm just adding on these sunflowers and then we're gonna be done. Also, whenever you're applying like super large charms or anything, make sure that whatever you're using, whether it's like adhesive, glue, whatever you're using to apply the charms, you apply a good amount of it. You don't want to add like a ton where it's like dripping off the nail and it doesn't cure all the way, but you definitely want to make sure you add a good amount of it so that the charm don't go anywhere. In the past, I have used clear acrylic to apply like heavier metal charms, but these are plastic and it's good. Like just add, you know, a good amount of the glue, and this glue is pretty good as well. Makart's rhinestone glue. I recommend, if you have not tried it, check it out. It's really good. But yeah, anyway, you all, here are our final results finally. Y'all, these are absolutely stunning. Do you hear me? Like, these are one of my favorite sets I've done in a while. All of my sets be my favorite, y'all, but these are definitely one of my top spring sets that I just love these so much. The shape, the design, everything. And Kanisha, you did your big one, putting this look together like how you wanted it nail for nail. This is absolutely gorgeous, and the way I execute it is just like chef's kiss. Like, I love these so much. I was so jealous of her when I told her to, like, when I completed this set, that I had to do it on myself, which I did. Even though I didn't keep it, at least I had it on for, like, you know, and I can wear them as press-ons or whatever whenever I want to. But yeah, y'all. And by the way, she was my giveaway winner. I know that giveaway was a while ago, but she was in the process of exchanging, or like what am I trying to say? Changing addresses. So it was like I couldn't ship her her sizing kit out for her. Because that was a while ago, but finally did, and finally got her set. Y'all, when I be having my giveaways and I include press-on sets, I really mean y'all can get any set y'all want to, like any set. And like, these are the type of sets that I do. Like, who wouldn't want a set like this for free? Like, do y'all know how much this would cost for real? Like, a lot, a ton. But yeah, so just keep that in mind when I do have my giveaways and I have for one of the prizes press-on sets, because not a lot of people choose that, which is a little, like, not a little, a lot of surprising to me. But I get it. Y'all probably didn't know how I get down with the press-ons, because I don't really promote or like have a lot of videos on here on my channel, but now I know how I get down with the press-ons. So, but anyway, Kanisha, I'm so glad you love your nails. I love them too. I was so jealous. I still am. You have to send us some videos when you get a chance of them on your nails. And yeah, if you all enjoyed this video and love these nails as much as I do and learned a thing or two, don't forget to give your girl a thumbs up, leave your thoughts in the comment section below, subscribe to my channel if you have not already, come on now, turn on your bell notifications so that you're notified each and every single time I post a new video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.